Hey, it's Mark Bossert from Top Local Lead Generation. We're here talking with Gary Waight. He's a DJ here in Vancouver. He specializes in weddings, parties, karaoke DJ events. So, how are you doing today, Gary?
I'm doing very good, and happy Halloween to you.
Yeah, I answered. We started the hangout, and Gary had a sombrero on. He took it off though.
Oh yeah, well
So,
here you go. Look at that. Yeah, my little Chiquita. All right, my little Macarena setup. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, there we go. We're ready.
So we're going to talk about tips for your music event. Or event music. What can you do to get my guests to sing karaoke?
Well, karaoke is a little bit like jazz music. You either love it or you hate it. That being said, there are a number of ways to run a karaoke event where it becomes super fun for those who love it and really entertaining for those who are more inclined to sing in the shower than in public. If the karaoke is part of your wedding reception, the best way to use it is to incorporate it into your event. For example, uh, instead of getting people to tinkle on their glasses so the bride and groom kiss, have the guests come up and sing a song in order to get the bride and groom to kiss. And depending upon how much effort the guests put into the song, it reflects on how much effort the bride and groom put into their kiss. I always bring along fun props, kind of like this one here, and the guests often get into the character using some of the props, and it just becomes really entertaining for everyone. Yeah, you can even use karaoke to determine which table gets to go to the buffet line. So lots of ways you can do it, but the key thing is to incorporate it into an event. If it's a corporate event like a Christmas party, then maybe offer some kind of prize to get people to come up and sing for. So when I do my Christmas events with karaoke, I always ask the clients to provide me with a couple bottles of wine, which is always a great incentive around Christmas time. And I use that to either get up a group of guys or a group of girls to the mic and sing a tune that everybody knows. I usually pick the tune, and it's usually a fun tune, and we get them upset with props, and along with the interactive elements that I put in there, it can be really entertaining. Once you get the guests to sing, most of the time it'll just keep rolling on. Another more involved way to get the guests to sing is to have a competition between the different departments of your company. For example, the salespeople could compete against a group against the office staff, or the girls against the guys. You encourage everybody to get into a character with either props, costumes, banners. You can have judges, and you can base the winners on such thing as the biggest ham in the group, or the most off-key group of the night, or any number of subcategories. This kind of reduces the pressure because you don't have to be a great singer, and everybody can be a winner. After all, karaoke is all about just having 5 minutes of fame, right?
Absolutely. So, following along on that theme, what's a way to encourage my guests to dance?
Well, at a lot of events, especially at reception, there's a really wide age of ranges, and a range of ages. Sorry, music tastes and personalities. Sometimes it can be a challenge to get the guests to dance. For wedding receptions, one of the biggest determinations as to whether the guests will dance or not is if the bride and groom dance. If the bride and groom don't see it as a celebration, then the guests won't either, and that may be reflected by the amount of people on the dance floor. If it's a corporate event, it's always nice to see the president, the CEO or upper management dancing. There again, guests will see the event more of a celebration if their leaders do. As a case in point, I think many corporations see their annual Christmas party, for example, as an obligation or something that they have to do for their employees, and often the party comes across as that. I think the corporation should look at it as a kind of a team building function. Um, I know I did an event for ING who looked at it like that, and they put in a lot of contests like limbo contests, twist contests. Everybody knows how to twist. Air guitar competitions, and it just really made the party come alive. And it really made the staff and the guests really come together as a team, have a lot of fun. And the feedback I came back with is there was a big talk around the water cooler the next day. So it's really good to look at that if you're a corporation as a team building event and not as an obligation party. And if you look at it that way, a lot of people are going to dance and enjoy that. After all, a company that plays well together works well together.
Make it fun, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what should I keep in mind when choosing the event music?
Oh, the event music. Oh, yeah. When you choose your event music, you want to keep in mind your guests. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that uh, clients often forget about in terms of, especially bride and grooms. Um, you've got a really wide range there. You've got the grandparents to the youngest members of your family and your friends, and um, and sometimes the bride and grooms don't understand that a reception is very different from a club. A club DJ often does not have a variety of music or the understanding of the guests' requirements that an event DJ does. An event DJ is better at reading the dance floor because they have to do that all the time, where a club DJ is playing for a specific group of people, usually younger people, and usually remixes of the popular songs so that they can beat mix and do all of the little tricks that work really well in a club scene that don't work well at an event. A case in point is I did an event at Stanley Park, at the Stanley Park Pavilion, a little while ago, and the bride and groom were very young, and she was Filipino and he was Caucasian, and basically uh, she wanted to pick a lot of songs that were a gangster rap. That's what she loved to listen to, and gangster rap has that little negative factor in terms of a lot of profanity in it, and that doesn't go well over at a reception. But anyway, we followed that along, and of course he didn't want to hear YMCA. He thought that was he hated YMCA. But I do know that Filipinos love the YMCA, and I knew what was going to happen. But anyway, we went along with that, and when I got there and I started playing her music, we were surrounded by a number of her guests, and we did get into playing what the guests wanted to hear, and the first one was YMCA, and the groom comes in with a drink wondering, Gary, why are you playing this song? And they grabbed him, put him in the circle. In 5 seconds, he was doing the YMCA, and at the end of the night, he came back and he said, Gary, even though you played the YMCA, I had so much fun. It was such a fun reception, and I got the same feedback from the bride. So always keep in mind your guests when you choose your songs. I find it's always good to give me 10 songs that you really want to hear and let the guest determine the rest of the night. That's usually a good way to go.
So you have a number of packages that you offer. So how do I choose between the budget package and your regular package?
Well, I think one of the biggest things you want to think about is when you're choosing, say, the budget services over the regular service, is the size of your group and the quality of your event. Budget is always a factor, but it really shouldn't be, because you really can't put a price on a once-in-a-lifetime event or even once-a-year event, especially if it's your corporation and you want everybody at the party to have fun and enjoy it. A smaller, more casual group where the music is really not all that important, but it would be missed if it wasn't there, will benefit from the budget services. This really gives you a basic service with nice music, a smaller PA system, the ability to make speeches and announcements, and some lighting so that those who do enjoy music will find it meets their requirements to do some dancing and have a party. You can also add features to the service to get some of the things that you like in the regular service. The regular service is the most popular service that I do. This is the package to choose if you're having 80 or more guests and having a party where the atmosphere is really important to you. Clients like this service because they see it. They can sit down with me and get a really good overview of their vision of what their event is going to be like, and I can also give them lots of suggestions and tips on how to make that event stand out, the benefits of a larger PA system with a cleaner sound, the wireless microphone for your speeches so that you can walk around, lighting, and the interactive feature will really give the client everything that they need to have a wonderful time and a great memory of their event.
Awesome. So there are some tips for you on making sure you get your guests singing, dancing, and having a great time, what kind of music to choose. Thanks a lot, Gary.
Hola. No, it's not hola. Sayonara. I can't. All right. See you later.